Hello, welcome to Vlogmas Day 9. I'm introing this now because I'm about to go back in the kitchen and you're not going to be able to hear me as well, and the quality of the sound won't be as great because my oven is running and my oven is very loud. So anyway, Addie is eating her dinner and Zach and I have a ham, our free ham. If you guys are from New Jersey, I don't know if like other grocery stores do this, but you can get a free ham or turkey or a discounted like other dish from ShopRite if you spend like $400 in like a certain threshold of time. And we hit that mark every time. And so we got a free ham, and then we have ham for dinner, traditionally sliced with usually mashed potatoes, some kind of vegetable. We usually do that the same night. And then from there, you still have so much ham because it's just me and my husband and then kind of Addie eating the ham. She'll have it tomorrow. You can use it for like breakfast sandwiches with eggs on like a bagel. You could use it cut up in like a carbonara. So I highly recommend. If your grocery store does like free things, try a ham if you usually get a turkey. Anyway, I have a ring light on because the lighting in here is so bad, but the ring light reflects on my glasses. So I apologize for that. But anyway, I'm about to meal prep meatballs. I normally wouldn't have done this, but I realized that I was defrosting the ham as well as ground beef in the fridge. Today's the last day for me to make both things. So I'm going to make meatballs and freeze them after they're done, and then we'll have those for when we're ready for them, maybe this weekend or early next week. But we'll have the ham these next few days as leftovers. If you defrost too many things, you can't stick it back in the freezer if you didn't know, food safety, but you can make the food you're gonna make. And then like usually at the end of the recipe in the notes, it'll tell you like how to like freeze the dish that you made to keep for further use. So you can always freeze it. Tonight, since we started on the ham a little bit late, Addie is just having mac and cheese with peas for dinner, which she loves peas. If you are new here, which I don't think many people are new here for Vlogmas Day 9, that would be like a little bit random, but if you are, I am 32 weeks pregnant. So I created a registry just in case people wanted to buy off of it, but also because it's a checklist, you can use the completion discounts, all of that. So everyone that is gonna buy off the list has bought off the list. And we still have two big items. We had our crib mattress, our rug, and then we had like a bunch of like little things which like we can purchase, you know, just because, oh, it's baby number 2, you don't have to buy as much. I still have to buy all of the furniture. I still have to buy the crib mattress, everything that baby monitor. I still have to, like, there's so many things, like people just assume second baby, like less to buy. Yeah, maybe if you have like a 10-year-old and you kept everything, but like, not if you still have a young kid. And we are gonna have 2 under 2 for 3 months. You essentially are like starting over in a lot of ways, like with having to buy things, except for clothes, because we're having another girl. So except for clothes, for the most part, like there's seasons, this one is gonna be born in late January. Addie was born late April. So the seasons don't really match up. They might like kind of blend together a little bit. We have the basics, but we'll probably still need to fill in some gaps. Less help this time because there's no baby shower or anything like that. But of course, like close family did help out a lot. That being said, my boss got me a $50 Amazon gift card for Christmas, which was very nice of her. And then I randomly got an email from my health insurance saying that I had like $168 in rewards. Like you get rewards for like getting a pap smear, you get rewards for getting your flu shot, for walking a certain amount of steps a day. And so I guess I racked up like all this money in rewards. So between that, the $50 gift card, and the completion discount, we paid like $10 for the mattress. So I ordered the mattress. Wow. Because originally like the mattress we like is the Halo Dream Weave crib and toddler and infant mattress. I think that's what it's called. And originally it's $250 and then shipping and then handling, but we got it for like essentially like $11, which is great. Obviously, that's like an understatement. It's more than great. But so now the last big ticket item we need is the rug. And then of course we have like a bunch of little things that we still need to like fill in the gaps. We got a big thing done today, which is exciting. Yeah, the ham is about to be done. Addie is still eating, but I think she'll be done eating pretty soon.
Yeah, as soon as I put this on her tray.
Yeah. Besides that, my plan for tonight is also to do some embroidery tonight. I took a long pause on embroidering because my carpal tunnel has been so bad. So that's the plan for tonight. So it's just gonna be a nighttime cozy vlog. I know what this will be. This will be my Christmas nighttime routine. There you go. That's what the title of this video is. Yeah, there you go. Christmas nighttime routine. Okay. You wanna read this one? Okay. The very hungry caterpillar is hiding in this tree with all the ornaments. Where could he be? Peekaboo! We found you! Cozy way to celebrate with everyone so near. Where is he? Peekaboo! We found you! Okay. But I pray we have another good day tomorrow. We wish you a good night of sleep tonight. In Jesus' name, amen. Love you. Good night. Okay, well, Addie is in bed now, and I am going to start meal prepping the meatballs and making our mashed potatoes for this ham. Very excited for. Zach is going to cut the ham for me. Gonna be so honest with you guys. Hey, I'm human. I don't have time to make mashed potatoes. So we're using the instant mash, okay? I'm wearing my Christmas pajamas that I wore to the Polar Express. Look how cute and cozy. We're finally eating dinner. Zach has been cutting this ham for like 30 minutes. Okay, it's still warm, good. I'm not gonna show what the food looks like because it doesn't look appetizing. It looks very just like boring, plain white people food. And like low key is, okay? Yeah. Is that what you wanna hear? It was a hickory ham, okay? Instant mashed potato, yes, okay? Maybe we'll do something a little interesting for leftovers. But anyway, I'll be back after we're done eating because I can't show you this. Okay, it's literally an hour later. This lighting is atrocious. These lights, the new date is January 3rd. Zach and my uncle are gonna switch out the lights that are in this vicinity. So, still gonna be overhead, so I actually don't know how much better it's gonna be. Zach is a big light person.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
It was pitch black out. It was like 6 a.m. We came downstairs because Addie was awake. He turns this fluorescent kitchen light on. I had the Christmas tree on. I had a little lamp on. I was keeping it, like you could see in here.
Might still wave to that.
No. Me and Addie had been down here for a while already, and then you came downstairs. And you turned the kitchen light on. I don't think it's slander. I think that's how it is. Anyway, I want to get under the light, under the cabinet lighting. That being said, it's just gonna be like the battery operated from Amazon, like the stick on under cabinet lighting because I'm not getting anything installed. Anyway, doing myself a huge favor by making these ahead of time. I don't make too many meals ahead of time, but I'm happy to do this. Now let's go upstairs and embroider. Zach and I finished our meals within like 15 minutes of starting to eat, but an hour has passed because we just spent the last 45 minutes talking about the future. And I had a breakdown about Addie going to preschool, daycare once I return to work because I don't want to send her, but America, you know, we're forced to send our kids. Anyway, tomorrow, the 18th, the day you guys are seeing this video, is me and Zach's 4-year engagement anniversary, which is so funny because I am currently not wearing my engagement ring. Haven't been wearing my engagement ring or my wedding ring for, I want to say, like late second trimester. So like I haven't worn it in like months because my fingers are too fat. I've been wearing this gold band with a little diamond in the center. And this was my grandmother's wedding ring. But we had a special relationship with them. And so my two aunts decided after our grandma and grandpa passed, because when my grandma passed, my grandpa started wearing these rings on his pinky finger. And then when he passed, they were like, what should we do with these rings? And so they gave them to me and my sister. So I got my grandma's wedding ring, and then my sister got technically it was my grandma's sister's engagement ring, which we never met her or anything. My grandma also wore it, so that was really special. Anyway, long-winded. I've been wearing my grandma's wedding ring. Yeah, tomorrow's my engagement anniversary with my husband. I have a whole video about my proposal, and like I have a whole wedding series, which if you haven't watched, you can go watch that. Yeah, Zach and I, he was like, how are you doing? Like we were sitting eating dinner, both just like on our phones, and like we both had this moment of like, why don't we talk to each other? Why don't we sit and talk to each other instead of being on our phones at dinner time, even though it was like literally 9:45 at night. And he was like, how are you? How you doing? And I like was like, well, actually, to be honest, I'm very stressed out. And then, you know, I went into like being stressed out, like excited but stressed about welcoming a new baby. And then it snowballed into like, I'm really scared and not happy about having to send our firstborn to daycare once I go back to work, because we're gonna start her on daycare like probably like a couple weeks before I go back to work. And I'm very nervous to do that because I don't want her leaving me even though it's only going to be part-time. Like it's going to be like half a day, 3 days a week. So like she still will be home with us the majority of the time. But I just like the idea of her not being home with me all of the time made me very emotional, and I could literally cry about it right now. And I know I have it better than so many other like parents. Like I know some parents that have to send their like newborns 5 days a week all day in order to like go to work and do their jobs. So I know I'm very blessed. And like I'm also very blessed that like if she got sick, it wouldn't be a big deal for me to keep her home, you know? And like if she was having a hard day, like I could just keep her home. It would just make it harder for me to work that day. Like I'm very blessed in that way. And then I'm also like gonna be working from home 10 minutes away from her daycare. So if she ever needed me on a moment's notice, I could pick her up and go get her. And she really will only be gone like 4-ish to 5 hours a day for 3 days a week. I just had a whole breakdown about it, and then I had a breakdown about how much it's gonna cost us. I'm gonna have like $3 to my name after bills starting in June. Like I just wish money didn't exist. I wish I could just be home and have them home with me all the time and not have to work. I'm gonna stop rambling. I've been rambling for 20 minutes now, and I'm gonna start embroidering. This is one I finished recently. It's a Christmas tree. It is 12:40 at night. Oh my god. I was embroidering for 2 hours. I really didn't even do that much. My camera's gonna die. I'm gonna have to continue this on my phone, but I finished one ornament. Well, I finished embroidering one ornament. Cut and hot glue these down, so it'll just be like this with a little ribbon on it, but I'll show you guys finished product in another vlog once I'm done with all of them. I also finished embroidering this one, which I decided to make the thread on these thinner. So it came out a lot better the second time, but this time it was just like a little hard to read because the thread I used was so thick. It's not even focusing. But yeah, that says 2025 and you can't really tell. So I might just keep this one. The thread I have is thick, so I've been having to like split the thread myself, which is very annoying. But yeah, all of like the blue marks that you see that I drew, those will dissolve in like warm water. But I'm like a little bit worried. I'm like, is it gonna ruin the acrylic paint? Right? Like water shouldn't affect acrylic paint, right? I don't know. Once I'm done with all of these, I'll show you guys the end product at the end of Vlogmas. Probably is when it's gonna be. That is it for tonight. I can't believe it took me 2 hours to just do these two, and this one was partially done. I thought it was gonna be like maybe midnight. I didn't think it was gonna be almost 1 a.m. So that's it for Vlogmas Day 9. Tomorrow is Thursday. And then the next day is Friday. And then I'm off until after Christmas. Very exciting for me. I need this long break. And then after that, I will, my next long break will be maternity leave. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Good night.